discussing a very emotive matter. I'm so sure many of you will not be able to agree with me, but somebody has to speak about this. We have an aging population. Our parents are not doing very well outside there during their retirement. Now, and I would want to start this using this particular example worksheet that I normally talk about in most cases. And I'm looking at somebody who is investing Kenya shillings 10,000 per month. All right. Somebody investing Kenya shillings 10,000 per month and is able to invest this money over 35 years at an annual interest rate of, say, 14%. If they're able to invest this in a good money market fund, in a good investment vehicles, yes, 14% per annum is achievable. This person, by the end of 35 years, well, most probably these guys are retiring, they'll have accumulated a total compounded amount of 112,324,859 Kenya shillings. The key word is that they have contributed a total of 112 million. Out of this amount, the interest in this case is so huge, it's 108 million. Now, look at this, somebody in this case here who came in, Johnny walked in late, right? Who wants to catch up. For example, wants to save, say, for just 15 years. Even if this person was to save 200,000 a month, he can't match the amount of interest this person, ladies and gentlemen, who has been saving 10,000 will be able to get. And remember, at this age, somebody who is saving for 15 years probably is only 45 years old. At this age, it will be very hard for you to save this amount. But that is not the point here. Assuming your father, assuming your mother, in this case here, was able to save 10,000 shillings, 10,000 shillings, in this case here, every month. These guys would be smiling today to the bank. I mean, they will be getting, of course, if it's a pension they were investing into a pension scheme, they'll go and withdraw a third as lump sum, and then the other 2/3 will be given to them as annuities, regular, monthly, like that. But because of you and I, most of our parents really toiled and they made investments in us. They took us to school fees. Some of them, in this case, here, sold their lands to be able to finance our operations and, of course, our education. Now here we are. These guys have become old, like my old man is 80 years old. I mean, you want to tell me that we should not look back and reflect? Why are we blaming those parents as if in this case here, those old days, there was a lot of financial literacy? This concept of financial literacy, even right now, not most of us happens to be having knowledge about money market funds, etc. Some of those parents of ours, in this case here, may have, of course, lost out investment opportunities during those days because of maybe alcoholism, etc. But trust you me, if I'm 45 years today, I want to believe whatever success I could be enjoying today, most of it is attributable to my parents. They invested in me, and because of that investment, then I owe them a return on investment. I owe them a return on investment. But remember, the parents of today, let's not have the same in the coming years that our children will be our pension plans. No. Ourselves, in this case here, there is quite some financial literacy. Let's start building up our pension plans, which will be dependent of what year our children. But please, for the sake of our grandparents and, of course, parents who knew nothing about many of these things, when people were going to buy bonds from Central Bank of Kenya, they thought that these bonds, in this case here, were only for Indians and white people. Let's not blame these people. We owe them a livelihood. We can't let our parents, in this case here, live in some squalid conditions, abject poverty. No. And then, of course, as we do that, we are, of course, enjoying ourselves in Nairobi here heavily. I mean, let's look back and give these people something. And that's why I support Mzee Tirowo, who took his own son to court in Kitale, demanding for a 20% of his salary. That guy, I don't know how the case was ruled, but I mean, that is a case of national interest. But unless you do not have any good means, please, we should always make our parents to be part of our budgets. We must be intentional about helping them. I teach CPA at RCM Online College, and at CPA, of course, teaching CPA, I know quite a lot about water investments. We welcome you to study with us, CPA, and of course, other courses that we have. Our numbers are 0793 555 000. Please put down your comments there. It will be very important for me to know whether I'm wrong or right, but we shall support our parents. Thank you.